right, check this out. Check this out. This is one of the coolest things that has happened all year. And to be honest with you, Sega and what they do with the Yakuza franchise never seems to disappoint. They always come through with something that's out of the way and is so awesome. Now, if you don't know anything about Daytona USA, I can tell you you're probably not, a retro gamer. But Daytona USA is one of the coolest, most awesome racing games of all time. And I remember playing this in the arcade. I remember playing it on the Saturn. I got it on the. I have it on the Saturn. I have the Championship Edition on the Saturn. I got Daytona USA on the Dreamcast, and I was ecstatic when Daytona USA came out for the PS3 and Xbox 360. Bought that game as well. Loved playing Daytona. I thought it was one of the coolest looking games I've ever seen when I used to go to the arcade. Now, one thing about Daytona USA, there was a sequel, and I'm not talking about the Championship Edition. There was a sequel called Daytona USA 2 Battle on the Edge, and I wanted this game so bad. I've seen one arcade cabinet of this, but I've never played it. I didn't have time to play it because we were out of town and we were on the move. I think it was at some rest stop or gas station or something. I can't remember, but I remember seeing it, and it was so awesome. But I always wanted to play this game. Shout out to Sega and what they've done here. Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name will be releasing on November 9th, and this game will be ported. Well, it will come along with this game. Like Yakuza, and I think Shenmue did this as well. They've done a good job of taking some Sega games and putting them in the games within the game, So that is really awesome. And this game, along with I think Fighting Vipers 2, which is another game that came out for the Dreamcast in Japan, which is a whole nother topic I could talk about another day. But to have Daytona 2 come out in for this game is an instant buy for me because I like Yakuza. I have a lot of the Yakuza games up here. I like playing them. But this is a spinoff of Yakuza, and this is going to make me buy this game. I'm going to buy this copy of the game just because of Daytona USA 2. Now, the game is not going to be called Daytona USA 2 because they lost the license to call the game Daytona. It's going to be called Sega Racing Classic 2, which is fine by me because there's not much that's going to be really changed from the game outside of the title. Nevertheless, I'm definitely going to be on it because I never got to play it in the arcade. I never got a chance to play it. I think you can play it via emulation, but I'm not that big on emulation. I like it, but I'm not that big on it. But I definitely going to get this. I think this is so cool. I love the fact that they are giving fans what they want, and sometimes they give things that the fans don't even think about. But I'm really ecstatic about this because Sega in itself, you can go back all the way from you can even go back to the Master System in the Sega Genesis when they did Outrun. You got Outrun, and then you had Sega Rally on the Saturn. You have VR virtual racing on the Genesis. I mean, you got so many great games that were racing games back on the Sega Genesis and back in Sega in general. These games are just phenomenal. I mean, I think Hang On was a game for Sega. I mean, just phenomenal racing games. And for them to actually put this out and have this is going to be available, even though it's not a full release, like a separate release or a solo release, to put it out through this game here, it makes you want to buy this game. And along you have Fighting Vipers 2, which is another game that kind of escaped my mind because I have Fighting Vipers on the Saturn, but I never thought about going to buy the second one for the Dreamcast. But I would like a home console port of that because I know the arcade ports are a little weird. You know what I mean? They're not really user friendly with a lot of arcade ports of games. But Daytona USA, the one on the Xbox 360 and PS3, faithful to the arcade, and it is challenging, but it is phenomenal. And I can't wait to get on this. So let me know what you guys think. I'm not going to hold you guys up much more. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. What do you guys think about Daytona USA or Sega Racing Classic 2 coming to the home consoles via Like a Dragon Gaiden? I mean, I don't know too much about this game because it's a spinoff. I know about the Yakuza series, but for them to have this on here, I'm definitely going to be picking it up. I'm definitely going to pick it up. It is without question. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. I'm out of here. All right, y'all. Be blessed. Peace.